All right, our next topic is going to deal with multiplying polynomials, and in this case it's just going to be short polynomials, just two-term polynomials, which we call binomials. So there's quite a few different names for this topic. One is just to multiply polynomials. You might see it as binomial expansion or binomial multiplication, and you might often hear some people refer to it as foiling. Because when you're working on one of these problems, it's actually a little acronym that can help us remember what all needs to get multiplied. And you really actually need to multiply 4 times, and then you combine like terms. So let's take a look at an example. If we wanted to simplify the product, again, product means multiplying. These are each binomials, 1, 2 terms, 1, 2 terms. And again, whenever we see that, a 2-term or a binomial times a binomial, we can think of this little acronym FOIL. So we got to multiply 4 times here. The first F, or F in FOIL, stands for first. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're actually going to take the first term in each binomial and multiply them together. So we're going to take the negative x times the 6x. Okay, and what that's going to do for us, remember you take the numbers, there's really like a -1 here. -1 times 6 is going to be -6. X times x. You add the powers when you multiply things with like bases. So this becomes -6x squared. Okay. After f, we go to outer, okay, or outers, which in this case we're going to multiply the 2 outside terms of the binomials. So here we're going to take -x times -9. And always think about your signs. Negative times negative makes positive. X times 9 is just going to give you a 9x. This one doesn't have any x's to multiply with, so we just bring them with. All right. After outers comes inners, and that's going to be the 2 innermost terms of the quantities there, or of the binomials. So we'll take a +2 times a +6x, which will give us 2 times 6 is 12, +12. No x's times x, bring an x with. And then finally, the last, the L of FOIL stands for lasts, and that's the last term in each binomial. So in that case, we're going to take the +2 times the -9. And a positive times a negative is a negative. 2 times 9 is 18. At this point, we got to think back to addition of polynomials, where all we do is go ahead and group like terms, write them in that descending order of powers, or what we call standard form, and just get the expression here cleaned up. Um, so we go ahead and hunt and search for any x squareds. We don't have any others, so we're just going to bring those with here. We got a -6x squared. That's all the x squareds. We do have a handful of x terms. So we got a +9x and a +12x. Those can get combined because we got the same base to the same power, both x to the first. So if you have 9x's and you add another 12x, you actually get yourself up to 21x. So we'll get a +21x. And then all that's left here is some constants, -18. There's no others in the expression there, so we'll bring those with. And in that case, there is the simplified product of those 2 binomials.